welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I created this look for you guys. So I finally cracked open the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. I mean, alright, I have to be honest with you guys, I bought this a year ago when it came out. I mean, like, I remember buying this, and it dawned on me that it's been a year since I bought this, and I finally, for the first time today, used it. Like, what the hell is wrong with me? Who does that? I feel like all I do is hoard makeup. Like, I just buy it because I love the packaging, or I love like a color. I honestly wanted just this top row. I was like, this has my name written all over it. I hope you will enjoy it, and if you want to see how I achieve this full face, then keep on watching.
So let's get started. I'm using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer to hydrate my skin. Before I move on to the rest of my eyes, I'm going to use this brightening under eye strip. And I'm going to use a little bit of the foundation on my eyes so that I can use it as a primer today instead of eyelid primer. And I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition palette for my eyes. I've started with a little bit of the color Henna in my transition / crease area, and now I'm using a little bit of the concealer I'm going to be using for the video to carve out my eyelids. For gel liner, I'm using the Bobbi Brown Black Ink #1 pod, and I'm creating that outer V shape at the end of my eye and bringing it up right to the center of my eyelids and just slightly filling them in and darkening that outer V and elongating it. Next, I'm using the color Black Truffle to darken it out and just set the gel with a eyeshadow color essentially. And for my inner eye corner, I'm using the color Rose Gold to give it a pop of color. I really like to apply the setting spray onto my skin before applying foundation. I just feel like the mist is really hydrating and the application of the foundation just comes out much better. First, I'm going to use the color Peach Corrector from the Pro Conceal concealer line to correct the dark circles and redness I have around my eyes. And from time to time, I like to switch back to drugstore foundations, and one of my favorite ones is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. This one has a really great glow to it, especially during the winter when I have drier skin. And this is the number 207 Sand Beige that I'm using, and I'm using an IT Cosmetics brush to just buff it out, and then of course set it into the skin a little bit more with Beauty Blender. And for highlighting, contouring, and all that good stuff, I'm using from the same Pro Conceal liner. For highlighting, I'm using the light ivory, and for contouring later on, I'm going to be using the chestnut color. I've noticed using a damp beauty blender and also a stippling brush to blend out my contouring gives me really like clean and well blended finished look, which is why I'm doing it. And it was my first time actually trying it, and I really liked it. So for baking, I like to set the under eyes with the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Powder, but around the inverse contouring, I've been using the Golden Hour by Becca blurring powder, and it's much nicer to have that yellow powder than that white one along my cheeks. For blush, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Kit in the color Breathe. Attempting my lipstick without liner is like the craziest thing. It's so like foreign to me, but here I'm using the Tarteist lip paint in the shade FOMO. It's been such a while since I've used these illuminators, so I figured I'd use it in the video. This is the Anastasia one in the shade So Hollywood. Voila! And that's it, guys. That's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed it.